Good day to one and all. Today we are going to discuss about the lesson Father, Dear Father, written by Raj Kinjer. So before starting the essay, let's have a talk about who is Raj Kinjer. Raj Kinjer is a writer who works as a editor, as a person who works in press, who writes articles which published in the newspaper The Hindu, one of the prominent English newspaper. Father, Dear Father is also an article. Here in this essay, he would like to tell the readers, the learners, as well as the society that how much it is important to understand the level of students, and it is very much necessary for us to take necessary steps to make our educational system fruitful. Let's begin with objectives. Here, the first objective says that it is an essay where we can see the feelings of the students when the teachers and parents would like a first rank from them. They expect a first rank from them, but these expectations will become a pressure on them, the pressure of studies. We must not to do like that. To enable the learners perceive the parents' perspective on education, even the people most of the time would like to think that their children also must have to feel the same what they must be thinking, to help the learners distinguish between the old education system and the present one. Here the learner is giving two contrast images of the education system which was being provided previously and now which is being providing at present. There is a good demonstration between these two different aspects. To enable the learners identify the defects in the present day education system. Here Rahul, especially the main character of this essay, would like to reveal what are the loopholes are there in the present education system. So let's begin with the about the writer, what the writer would like to reveal. Here is about Father, Dear Father is an effective, thought-provoking commentary on the education system prevailing now. What does it mean? Father, Dear Father is an essay where we can see that the education system, what at present is there, how it is going to be benefited or how it is not benefiting today's students. It highlights the defects in the mindset of parents. Many defects are there according to Rahul here regarding education, and also by the character Rahul, Mr. Raj Kinjer would like to give a clear picture of present day education and the government bodies who are working for the development of education. It's a question mark to all of those people. Here is a short write up letter in the form of a letter to a father. This is all about the write up. Now, just make it a point what are the main characters, who are the main characters of this essay. The first one, Rahul, who is a schoolboy. Number 2, father. Number 3, grandparents. Number 4, biology teacher. These are the main important characters of the essay. So when you are writing the examination, whenever you are writing the answer, you must have to reveal in a side heading main characters of the essay. Then you have to keep on writing in a chronological way, number 1, 2, 3, 4, like the character names: Rahul, father, grandparents, biology teacher. It will give you an impact in your answer and you will get good marks. So here is the gist. What is the gist over here? We can get the introduction of Rahul, how particularly the boy Rahul is. So Rahul is a schoolboy. He is always a class topper. Means he is very much hard working student who gets always the first rank. But unfortunately, because of some certain reason, he slipped his rank and he is very much guilty and he is writing a letter to his father. What does it mean? The boy Rahul is in hostel and he is writing a letter to his father revealing his feeling agony and pain regarding what he has missed over there. He was a topper and he has missed his rank because of certain reason. While accepting his father's advice, he raises several pertinent questions. He says, in a very diplomatic way, he says that, Father, I had just followed whatever you said, whatever the piece of advices you have given before starting the examination, the same I have done. Even though following your advices, what had happened to me is that I was get confused and a single mark I have missed. Because of that reason, I lost my first rank. The joy the wire of children is sacrificed so such so that the learners feel that instead of living, they are letting life pass by. So in that pain, what the boy is saying, for us life is not like adventurous or we are enjoying it. It is looking like as if we are just passing the life by. So here the letter starts, Dear Papa, this is an answer to your letter about my transgression. Here the word transgression has been given. What is mean? Doing wrong or violation of a code. He is telling that, Daddy, I have done a mistake, as if I have violated some important rule which you have created for me. Because of that reason, I slipped the first rank and I got the second one. You said me to think while writing the examination. This word think has made me muse, means I got little bit confused in the examination before writing the answer. I thought for a while, and this thinking had made me confused. In that so and so reason, I missed one mark. Father, we have never really been close and I can't rightly say. Here he is showing, Rahul is showing that how particularly he is related with his father, what kind of bond they share together. So here being a, like we can see, it is not about the modernized world. Over here we can see that the father is like a friend to him. He's saying that we never really been close and can't rightly say you have been my friend, philosopher, guide, etc. What does it mean? They are having a gap of generation can say, or some people will build such kind of relation where they will feel that father means a figure which is being very much respectable and son must have to obey whatever the parents are saying. This kind of bonding will have discipline and each and every prospect, but there is no independence. The children can't decide independently. So the same kind of relation was there between Rahul and his father. Yet I would like you to be aware of my musing. They are very important to me. You're highly educated and you provide very well for the family. And he's saying that as you are having a departmental store, you are very much successful and you have studied a lot too. But in my mind, I have a question that, do you use a Pythagoras theorem or Newton's law of gravity while you are selling something in your store? Does your doctor friend or your lawyer brother? And he is having the same question that, do you applying a Pythagoras theorem or Newton's law of gravity, or any of your friends like doctors, lawyers, they are studying that? Here, Rahul is directly asking a question what it is not necessary and required in our day to day life. In the schools, we are getting that education which is of no use in practical life. So, in this example, Rahul is clearly mentioning that even though these theorems are very much important, and one student who is there in school must have to study all those things, but in real life, there is no application of this theorem or the Newton's law of gravity. Here, he is revealing that we must have to get the education what we can use in practical. Next, he is giving an example to his father, the life of his grandparents. Papa, my grandfather, speaks of a carefree and beautiful childhood, of days spent in plucking mangoes and guavas from their jamun zameen, of picnics on the banks of the river where the men cooked mouth-watering food, of playing marbles and gilli danda. So here, very beautifully, he is explaining to his father the childhood of his grandparents, where his grandfather used to tell him the life stories what he have spent in his childhood. So how the childhood of the grandfather was, it was so beautiful, where he used to pluck mangoes and guavas and used to have a picnic, mouth-watering food they used to enjoy, and they used to play marbles as well as gilli danda. If you will compare today's children with that of the olden days people, how much a lot of difference you can feel. There is no other extracurricular activities which they can do like this gilli danda and the marbles. They don't even know how they must have to play it. What is it revealing? Before, the days were the students used to get most of the time for playing too, but now we are forcing our children to go to school, and after that we are having their special classes and then any many of the courses for the competitive examination. In this scenario, the child is getting suppressed by the burden of education. Here we all can understand that here the boy Rahul is giving a best example of his grandfather. And he is asking a question over here like, experiencing the major subject, father, is he fibbing, or is it possible that the world turned topsy-turvy in just about 70 years? So what is the main difference about his grandfather's age and now the present timing? Within 70 years of span of life, each and everything has changed. The prospect of education also has been changed. This is the example of grandfather. Now he is revealing the example of his grandmother, who is not that much literate, means she is illiterate. Semi-literate means the person who can understand how to write and how to read, but not much about the philosophy or any other particular subject. So she is semi-literate. Here she is at peace with her pots and pans. So whatever the extracurricular activities she is doing at home, like pottering and gardening and reading Bhagavad Gita and scriptures, she is very much happy and enjoying her life. My mother highly qualified. Again, there is a comparison between the grandmother and Rahul's mother. What is the grandmother is doing? She is leading a very peaceful life. But if he see his own mother, who is very much highly educated and very strong and tense and nervy, always will be nervy. Do you think literacy is a harbinger of restlessness, fear, and frustration? So he is saying that, is it getting a good and high education is something that foretells the coming of something, means it is a burdensome or it will be a good thing? But for my mom, what I have seen, Rahul is saying that she is always frustrating and busy with her work, not even enjoying her life. Is it Adam and Eve eating the tree of knowledge all over again? What does it mean that he is giving the best example? Is it that in this present scenario, in the present world, what the education we are getting is like the eating of tree of knowledge, where we are not getting benefits or we are getting punished? So, this is the first segment which we have done. The letter where we can sum up. The first one, he is introducing himself and he's saying that, Father, I have missed my first rank to the second. Whatever the advices you have given to me, that I must have to think before writing the examination. I have thinked a lot and I have done a struggle a lot. But even though I have missed 1 mark, because of that reason I lost my result. Then in the second paragraph he is discussing his relationship with his father, how he feel and what is the bonding he shares with his father. It is a disciplinarian way that both father and the son is having a distance, can say a generation gap. He is not feeling as if his father is his friend or philosopher or guide. Yet he is saying that I am aware of the my musing, means he is getting confused and he is having a lot of question like the Pythagoras theorem and Newton's law of gravity, is it the father or his friends are using? This example clearly shows that Rahul would like to know whether this kind of things which have been taught in the schools are going to be useful in present world. Next, he is giving the example of his grandfather. In this example, he is clearly mentioning that the grandfather used to enjoy his childhood by doing several extracurricular activities such as playing gilli danda and marbles too. But here he is comparing today's world children. They are not at all getting those kind of time or activities where they can indulge in and can enjoy the life. After that, he is giving the example of grandmother who is semi-literate. Rather being semi-literate, she is enjoying the life. But her mother, who is very much well educated, is not getting that much of time to enjoy the life. So here is a question that whether we are enjoying our life or we are just wasting our time, or just our life is passing by without giving any satisfaction to us. So this is the first segment we have done. I hope you all have understood it well. If you have any of the doubt or queries, you can message me so that I can help you out. Just do subscribe the channel so that the remaining second segment too you can have a glance on it and you can prepare well for your examination. Share it with your friends so that it will be helpful for them all too. Have a good day. Thank you.